Hello guys. So made quite a bit of progress since the last video. I don't remember exactly what I was talking about on the last one, but the car's back on the ground. Obviously, we had to move it out for a couple days. I actually use this space as workspace to make money, so this car has to come in and out a lot. But the front clip's back on. This intake is not the intake I'm going to use. I'm going to use a single plane, hopefully a Victor, Edelbrock Victor. I got my eyes on one of them. But I just set this up to see what it's going to look like. I got the big bore master cylinder on it for manual brakes, and that little adapter right there goes from the brake booster holes to the new master cylinder. I still got to redo the brake lines, but that's not a big deal. I ordered headers. They should be here. Today's Monday. They should be here Wednesday-ish, and hopefully, I bought block huggers, so hopefully they will come over and exit about right here is what I'm hoping, because that pipe is going to come down and under the K-member and come up to the turbo, which will be sitting in that hole right there. Let's see what else is new. Because of where the turbo is going to sit, the turbo, sorry for the mess, is going to be right up there where that hole is. That's where the turbo is going to be. Well, where that big hole is in the firewall is where this wiring was running through. So I have to re-drill a hole, and I'm going to get rid of all the wiring that I don't need out of the harness. So that's kind of going to be a pain. I'm kind of pushing that off for a little while, because anybody that has messed with wiring, it's not fun. What else is new? I went and got some exhaust pipe to go from the header up over to the turbo, to the compressor side and the turbine side. I got some exhaust pipe to go from the turbo. So the turbo is going to be right here behind the fender, and the exhaust is going to come up, down, and exit right here. So I got some exhaust for that. I need to get a muffler. There's a lot of stuff I got to get. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the car called Skinny TT. It's got a LS in it, got the turbos mounted in the same spots there, and that's pretty much what I'm basing this off of. I love that car, so I'm kind of copying his design, changing it up a little bit. Like my turbos are mounted, his are mounted in the same area, but mine is a little bit different. But he has his radiator in the back, and so same with a lot of other guys, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. So I'm most likely going to end up putting the radiator in the back, because I already have the pump. This car is to be driven on the street a lot, so I'd like to mount the radiator in the back. And if I do, I'm going to do the same thing that Skinny did. Cut the front end right here, get rid of all this structure here, and tube it, and then make it a one-piece lift-off front. This past weekend when we lifted the front end off, I seen how easy it was to do that, and I really think that I'd be ahead trying to lose as much weight off the front as I can for weight transfer. So I'm looking in to see how much extra it's going to cost to put the radiator back there, seeing how I already have the pump, I have the radiator, I have a nice fan. Yeah, so hopefully I'll end up cutting that baby right there and right there. Anyways, this video is getting kind of long. Just wanted to do a Rambletron video of everything that I've done or bought. Yeah. Oh, for air filters, I just come up with this the other day. So the turbo is going to sit right in there where that hole is. Of course, that hole is going to be all boxed in like I was talking in the other video, so you won't actually be able to see any of the wiring. There won't be, it'll be just like a firewall in there. You won't be able to get inside, like dirt and stuff won't be able to come in. Well, I couldn't really get an air filter on the back side of the turbo, and then hopefully the next video I'll have that all boxed in and I'll be able to show you guys what I mean. There's not enough space on the driver's side. The passenger side, there's a ton of space. So my idea how to solve that is I'll come through here and weld up all these little holes and block this chamber off on the inside where the windshield wiper arms are. I'm going to weld up all the holes and then put a piece of metal on the inside. So up in here, on about this much of an angle, weld that up. Seal this off around here, pull this vent off, and as you guys can see, there is an opening in there. Anybody that has, any of you guys that own a foxbody know what I mean. Well, I'm gonna weld that plate shut and then cut a nice square hole. I'll probably end up using 2 filters, one down here and a nice big one down here. And so you'll pull this off, set a flat, like the newer flat style square or rectangle shaped air filters is going to set right in there, and then you'll put this cover right back over it to hold the air filter in. And both turbos, because it's welded off here on the inside, I'll cut a hole in it and run the piping from the turbo up into this chamber. So this, all this chamber in here, well, I guess I'll turn it into a chamber. Right now it was just a feed for the HVAC system. I'll turn that'll be all welded up solid, so the only air that can come in is through these 2 air filters that'll be sitting here. So that it will be where the air filters are to feed the turbos. I really think that's going to work. I think that'll be a pretty slick way to do it. I've never seen anything like that. Shoot, Skinny's car is the only one that I've ever seen with turbos mounted up here. So hopefully that works out really good. I'm super excited. I hopefully will be getting a correct intake, because this is a dual plane. I want a single plane. And this is square port. These are oval port heads, so that's not going to work. Anyways, Rambletron video, just trying to show you guys everything that I've been doing. And hopefully tomorrow morning I'll get up, work on it a tiny bit more, and then the car's got to go back out so I can get some other stuff done. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one.